viewers out there. How is everyone doing? Guys, what's happening? Okay, like the videos. How is everyone doing today? Your family, how is everything happening? How you doing? Are you good? Are you okay? Are you cooling? What's going on? I do know that in my country an election is coming up. Our presidential election is coming up next month. Somehow I feel like, I don't know, we are just trusting and praying that everything goes smoothly. So how is everyone doing? What's the situation like in your country? What's happening? Guys, I see that a lot of you are dropping those comments, and I can see your comments, I can see your contributions. Each time you see my video, please, I just urge you to drop your questions on the comment sections. The reason is because when you drop those questions on the comment section, other viewers get to see it, so that will enable them to understand what is happening. Because if you just come to the video, maybe you watch the video halfway and you are just asking me, how do I get in contact with you? And maybe you want to ask me another question. It's not going to help people that are going to be seeing the video. So just feel free to ask me anything in the comment section. That is why the comment section is there, so you can be able to reach to help others. It's a kind of extension, so we can be able to assist other people. But you running directly to me without really, like, if it's not a personal issue, maybe you want to start your applications, those things are totally different. But if it is related to the video that have been posted already, I would just recommend that each and every one of you should just like ask those questions in the comment section, so we can be able to assist other people, okay, to make them to be able to know what is happening from your question or from the answers I'm responding on the comment section. They can be able to pick it up from there. Okay, a lot of things are happening this 2023, and countries on daily basis are changing their policies because they want better things for their countries, and apart from that, they want better things for the migrants that are migrating to their countries, and also for the citizens as well. Policies are changing continuously in order for them to have like a balance and a better society where people can be able to thrive. And thriving, this is in relatively connected to the international people that are coming into the country and for the citizens as well. So today, this is my pen. I was just busy because I have my book here, so should in case I'm turning on to the left or to the right, just know that I'm looking at something because some informations I just wrote down. This is something that is amazing. This is a good news. I did drop a video about this country on my video, on my YouTube channel some time ago. So before I dive into the guys, for those of you that this is the first time you're coming across my video, I really want to say a very huge thank you. Thank you so much for being part of this family where we take care of each other, we share opportunities, and we also assist you with your admissions. We run an agency that helps students to migrate through study routes. So of recent, towards the end of last year, we also introduced working permit packages. So should in case you want any of this route, some of them are favorable in terms of age, when it comes to age limit, why some of them are not favorable. So you just have to choose the one that specifically affects you or affects in a good way, so you can be able to take it up from there. So like I was trying to say, if this is the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to click on the notification button so each time I drop any video you see it. And also give me a thumbs up if you love what I do and you want me to be dropping more videos. Guys, any kind of video you want me to drop, just let me know in the comment section, and that video will be coming your way. And for those of you that are returnees, I really want to say a huge thank you, guys. Like I was trying to say, I love you all. You guys are the reason why I do what I do today. So I do understand that you want to go to a country where location is not going to be a problem. Easy access. We are having a permanent residence is not going to be a tug of war, like you staying in the country for like 20 years or 10 years or 5 years thereabout. You want it like a very shorter period. For those of you that are having like age issues, you want a country that age is not a problem, and at the same time you want a country that you can be able to apply to irrespective of where you're coming from. So this is the country I'm bringing your way today. You just have to stay to the end of this video. First and foremost, I want to talk about something on this video. I am going to drop the government website where you can be able to reach out to the information that I'm talking to you about. And apart from that, I'm also going to be dropping the link to the form that you need to fill that enables you to be able to migrate to this country. And lastly, there's also what they call like the declaration consent. I'm going to be dropping it on the description box so that you can be able to see what it is, because you need to fill this form. And overall, I'm going to be dropping the job site that is required for you to do whatever you want to do. Now, guys, this country first and foremost allows you to come to their territory to look for a job. Okay, when you get to this place to look for a job, they are giving you a visa for 120 days. So am I trying to say that you need to do a lot? No, you don't need to do a lot for you to be able to get to this country. Now, what I'm saying today is that I'm bringing Portugal your way. Yes, I know, right? I have already talked about it before the government talked about it, that it was going to come into effect. I talked about it sometime in my video, which we really didn't dive in properly because we were waiting for it to be announced on the governmental website, which it has been announced already. So guys, first and foremost, I'm going to be talking about those benefits or those things that are really required in order for you to get into this country without any job. You're not going there with any invitation, you're not going there with any job, you're not going there with anything, you're just going there to look for a job. Okay, what are the things that you need to put in place? First and foremost, you are going to look for a job in this country and they are providing you with a visa for 120 days. So this 120 days visa that they are issuing you with is for you to go in search of a job. Now, peradventure, if you stay for like up to 120 days and you are not able to find a job, okay, first and foremost, before you are not able to find a job, the 120 days visa that is being issued to you gives you the opportunity for you to do like sub-menial jobs, okay, like restaurant job or those petty jobs that doesn't really require kind of, let's say, resident permit for you to be able to work. You can be able to be doing this job while you are searching for the main job. So within the period of 120 days and you don't have this job yet, you can either go back to your country or there's an extension. Now that extension is for 60 days. Okay, so for the 60 days is another grace for you to be able to find a job. So now guys, apart from that, you do not need any kind of proof of study for you to be able to apply to this job. This is like your benefit. You know that before you go into a country these days, for you to be able to apply for a visa, there are things you need to provide. But in this case, you are not going there with an invitation to work. And also jobs like cleaning, working in the restaurant, all those jobs that does not require like permanent resident or conversion, you know, this is when you are still looking for the actual job. Okay, so if after 120 days you are not able to find a job, there are two options. You can either go back to your country from where you're coming from, or you can reapply again for visa extension of that 120 days visa, specifically that allowed you to enter the territory of this country to look for a job. So after you find a job within the 60 days that you have searched for the job, then you go ahead to do the visa conversion, converting it to a working visa of that country. And apart from that, there are things you don't really need. You don't need proof of studies, which is to say that if you don't have like any educational background, you did not go to school or academic qualification, you don't need to be a doctor, you don't need to be a graduate or blah blah blah. Those things are not required. Age limit, I talked about it before previously when I talked about this country, this visa that is going to be introduced. Guys, age is not a problem. You can apply irrespective of your age. Maybe you're 60 years, 70 years, it doesn't matter. So now let's talk about the requirements. What are the requirements that I need? Apart from Portugal, guys, Germany also have this opportunity. Sweden also have this opportunity. Austria have this opportunity, and now it's Portugal. I did mention it last year in my video. So now we are going to just talk about the requirements. What are those requirements that you need? Because first and foremost, most of you are going to abuse this opportunity. The reason why I'm saying it is because you are not going to pay close attention to the requirement that is required from you. That's another thing. No matter how free, no matter how sweet it sounds, those requirements should be completed, should be okay. Play your role and submit your document to the embassy and let them decide based on the completed documents that you are submitting. Okay, now the first thing is that no proof of academics. I think I've said it before, and apart from that, there is a national application form you need to fill. After you fill this national application form, you need to sign this application form. It's going to be in the description box, so I'm going to, if you want it, you can just drop your comment on the comment section. I can just share the link with you in response. If you don't know how to find the description box, that's going to just be it. So we just have to do that in order to assist each other. And apart from that, you're also going to be needing like a police report. When we're talking about police report, it's the same thing as police character that enables them to know what kind of person are you. Are you a criminal? They just have to get that police report, because police report, you all know what police report is, or police character from your home country, because your police station or your police department, your country, need to clear you. And at the same time, you need to fill the consent form. Okay, there's what they call the consent form. The consent form is a form you fill, and you are given like an institution, or for example a government structure or a government body, a kind of, let's say, is it power of attorney, or you are presenting like, I'm consenting for them to check my background. You know, they usually do it here in Europe. Before they get or you start working with them, they check, you just consent, you fill the form, or you just sign that you're giving them. So they will have to go to check your background, to check if you're a criminal, if you're a thief, or if you're a kidnapper, if you how you possess any kind of evil thing that's going to be like cause havoc within the territory of their country. So they don't want that. So consent form is one of the things. And apart from that, because they're going to use it for background check, and also your international passport, that should have even been first. Most of you really want to travel abroad, but the problem we are having is that most of you does not even have international passport. And sometimes it's a bit, I don't want to use the word weird, it's not weird, it's kind of funny, because I don't understand how you are planning to travel abroad. I get a lot of these questions all the time, and when those questions come to me, I look at myself, I'm like, how is someone planning to travel abroad don't have the idea that they are going to have international passport? So international passport is mandatory. You have to have international passport, and you also have to have 2 photo passports. Okay, so apart from that, you have to have your traveling insurance. It could be medical travel insurance, international, but it should be a travel insurance that is internationally recognized, because why it's important is so that when you get to a foreign territory, if it's an international insurance, traveling insurance, they can be able to cover anything. You could fall sick, your bag could be stolen, you understand, anything can happen. So there should be an insurance covering you, should in case any of guys, when you're traveling, I just want to chip in something again before we continue with these requirements. There are things that most of us do. You don't just, I know that we all pray, we all are believers, and we all are Christians. We believe that God is going to actually protect us and guide us to our destination safely. But there are things they call, there is a word known as uncertainty. This is life. There are things we cannot predict as human beings. You've already arranged yourself, or you've already planned yourself that I'm going to do so and so, I'm going to be so and so. Once I get to the country, I just get in. You might get into, maybe you're transiting in Turkey, you're transiting in Brazil, anywhere you're transiting from, your bags could be stolen, anything can just happen. That is why you have to have your traveling insurance, because it is very, very important. And also you have to have a flight itinerary to and fro. For example, from Nigeria to Portugal, from Portugal to Nigeria, you should have that traveling flight itinerary rather, because you are going to be attaching it to the documents you're going to be taking to the embassy to submit for your visa. The reason is because these documents are very, very important. They should be able to know that, okay, should in case after the 120 days and you are not able to find a job, and they give you a visa extension for 60 days, you are not able to find a job, okay, he or she has already have he or her flight itinerary to and fro for him to go back. Flight itinerary doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to pay for it. Itinerary is itinerary, okay? You are not paying for that. And also, you are going to have proof of funds. A lot of you come to me and you ask me question like, Faith Travels, do I need a proof of fund? Guys, in any country outside Nigeria, proof of fund is very, very important. Proof of fund is mandatory. The reason is because every country you are trying to migrate to, they are not looking for liabilities. They are looking for men and women, boys and girls, vibrant youths that is coming to add the value to their society, that is coming to blossom their economy, that is coming to be an asset and not a liability. So tell me, if a country is looking for a way to revive or resuscitate a dying economy, and you are coming into their country without being prepared financially, you are totally going to be a liability. Because when you arrive in any country, starting from the airport, you need to get a taxi. Starting from there to where they are going to drop you, you need to eat. You need to take care of yourself. You need to load your car, your phone, the credit. You need to pay the bills. You need to pay the rent. You need to take care of yourself. The job you need to find. You need to call the companies because you need credit in your phone. No one is going to do it for you. I just want you guys to understand that when you come abroad, have you ever heard OYO? In Nigeria, OYO is explained as Oyo. You are on your own. So proof of fund is very, very important. So how much do you need for proof of fund? Proof of fund is going to be 705 euros per month. So for example, if you're going to be staying like 4 months, 3 months, 6 months looking for a job, multiply each month 705 euros multiplied by 4 months. That is the amount of the proof of fund that is required for you. So okay, another thing is that so it's going to be like the period of your stay. Also, there is also a waiver. Okay, there is also a waiver if you have someone that is going to provide a house for you. If you have someone that is going to take you in, someone that's going to provide food for you, like maybe you have a family there, you have, let's say, sometimes if you want to go to a country, someone can invite you. There is going to be a waiver for you for that because you already have somebody that is going to take care of you. So no need, you already have a house to stay, you have a place to stay, the person is there. And also the person will have to provide his or her document, which you need to be adding to the document you're submitting to the embassy. Because if you're applying for a waiver or you're asking them to waive your proof of fund requirements, there should be somebody on ground when you get to Portugal that is going to be taking over everything that is happening there. And also, there is going to be a form for you to fill in order to ask for permission, okay, for application of this visa. There is a specific form for it, which everything is going to be on their website, which I'm going to be attaching at the description box of this video. Now, looking at me, somebody is going to be asking me, okay, you've already talked about the requirement. What is the duration of this visa? Which is like very, very important. Now, the duration of this visa is about 2 to 3 months, but like you guys know, countries, they usually put their information on the website, but when we put it out there, a lot of people comes to apply for these opportunities, and sometimes they have like backlogs. So we might say 2 to 3 months, but it could be more depending on how many people they have at their embassy that is working for them, and also depending on how fast they are, and also the document, because they have to check each and every document critically to make sure that they are passing a good judgment, to make sure that they are selecting the right candidate, to make sure that they are not leaving the right candidate and taking the wrong person, because for those background checks is a lot. So if you ask me, my candid advice will be for you to start now. The reason is because you are not the only one going to be applying for this opportunity. Okay, so, and apart from that, you are also going to be having your CV, curriculum vitae. You should have your CV, and that CV, I've talked about it a lot of times. You can use the resume.io. Okay, it's going to be on the description bottom as well. That platform shows you resumes from all countries. For example, you're going to see Norway, you're going to see US, you're going to see Canada, you're going to see Australia, you're going to see New Zealand, Poland, Czech Republic. All countries are there. So why is it good? Why is it very important for you to be using that kind of platform to construct your CV? It's good and it's important because you cannot be using a Canadian format or Nigerian format of CV to be submitting a job for a job in Portugal. They are not going to understand. The reason is because each country have their format of CV. Kindly use that website and reconstruct your CV, edit your CV, arrange it properly to the Portuguese kind of CV, so that each time you're submitting it to the company, they are going to understand. This is like when you get there, or you can attach it as well when you're submitting for visa. Then this opportunity is 100% open for all international students. Did I say international students or international nationals? It doesn't matter where you're from, anywhere, any part of the world, you can be able to apply. And also, there are no age limits. So from what I'm saying, in comparison to the German, Austrian, and Swedish job seeker visa, I think that Portugal is the easiest and the most simplest form of it all. So if you can be able to put all these documents I've already stated here, and you take your time and go through the website, I don't think there is any problem. I don't think you're going to be facing any difficulties. Difficulties can only arise if you don't really take your time to go through the entire video and for you to have a proper understanding and the kind of documents that are required. So guys, that being said and done, I think in this video, again, it's open for all nationalities and urge all age group can be able to apply. And I think this is like very good for those of you that are like maybe 50 something, 30, from 33, 34 upwards. This is like a very good and golden opportunity, especially most of you that reach out to me, your doctors, your engineers, your nurses, like you're done with your NYSC, you're done with everything. I think this is the right opportunity for you, if you ask me. So my candid advice and recommendation would be for you to take your time, go through this entire 16 to 17 minute video. When you're done, take your pen and paper, just the way I'm holding my pen, write down everything that you need. After you've written them down, go through the governmental website, check it properly and apply. Guys, if you cannot do it for yourself, we can assist you. But the thing is that once I say we can assist you, most of you really misunderstand what we are saying. I cannot leave my job to be assisting you for free. You have to pay me for my services. So it's better you do it yourself. This is simple, this is straightforward. After you gather all these documents and requirements and everything, what do? You book an appointment and you go to the Portuguese embassy in Nigeria, and you apply and you wait for their decision, which of course they're going to reach out to you to let you know when this is going to be ready. So guys, that being said and done, I think I've already mentioned everything that you're going to be needing in this video. And at the same time, it's your girl Great Faith. So if today is the first time you're coming across my video, take out your time to support the sister. The reason is because we are growing larger and larger. The family is getting bigger. A lot of opportunities is being shared on this channel. And I don't take each and every one of any one of you for granted. You guys are the reason why I do what I do. A lot of people are going to be coming on board. If you're not following me on Instagram, you have to, because we'll be coming live. We'll be talking about how to migrate to Kazakhstan. We'll be talking about how to migrate to Kazakhstan. We'll be talking about how to migrate to Kazakhstan. Yes, we'll be talking about how to migrate to Kazakhstan. We'll be talking about how you can be able to migrate to Sweden. We're also going to be talking about how you can be able to land yourself in Austria, because Austria, most of their tuition fees are free. And at the same time, How about Romania? How do I find myself there? Also Serbia, a video. We are going to be doing those lives starting from ending of this month on to next month. Those videos are going to be coming your way, but it's going to be on IG because I'm still trying to fix my future on YouTube. So guys, I think that's the end of this video. Thank you so much and God bless you guys. Again, subscribe, be with your girl. God bless you. Peace out.